If you would be able to give any top key advice to entrepreneurs that are just starting their journey, that are just starting to become the next Reid Hoffman, what would that be?
So 3 things. The first is that entrepreneurship is a team sport more than it is an individual sport. People obviously celebrate the individual heroic entrepreneur, and these stories tend to be told in retrospect. But most successful entrepreneurship projects actually have 2 to 3 founders, sometimes even 5, although 2 to 3 is standard. So make sure that you have that solid initial founders, that your co-founders and the team around you. And your journey is almost certainly going to lead you through what I call the valley of the shadow. So that means that you should have a strong enough relationship with your founders that it will pressure test in difficult times. The second thing is that you want to get a good sense of whether or not you're on track or on target to where you're moving. And so one of the things that Chris, Ben, and I write about in the Alliance is called network intelligence, which is to get as much intelligence about your project as possible. So frequently entrepreneurs say, oh, it's a secret, I have a hidden idea. Go and talk to people about it, get their feedback on it. Don't necessarily publish it to the web, but to go get that feedback in order to know how to adjust your plan, how to know what the market is, how to know what the weather looks like. You know, these sorts of things in order to be successful, and do that. Literally anyone who's smart, who will talk to you, talk to them, get that feedback. Then the third thing is we have this expression in the Valley called fail fast. Really what that is be measuring the confidence interval, the confidence in your investment thesis and what you're doing, and be measuring that in a way that when it begins decreasing and decreases substantially, like again and again over time, to pivot, to change. And you want to be getting as much early data, as much early feedback, it isn't even also data, it could be perspective, to know whether or not your plan is going to work or not, so that you can adjust early. Because if you stay, oh, I just have my vision, and I'm going to work on this for 7 years, you could frequently be nowhere, whereas if you had taken network intelligence and you had adjusted your plan as you were going, you could end up being very successful.